Just finished putting the finishing touches on half of my chicken pen here, and got the chickens off my porch, and I'll give you a quick look at it. So as you can see, I put a piece of a mocking over the opening there because I've got a perch inside where they can get up close to the rafters now, and I didn't want them getting out. And I have another one dividing the middle portion of the pin inside. So anyways, got latches, City Hardware. These seem to be working pretty good. I put in a watering system here with PVC, the chicken nipples here. I epoxied the end and electrical taped over that and stood it upright, and it sealed that in because I couldn't find caps. But I've got a jug in the middle there holding water, and I got it going to both sides, as you can see. And then I have their regular waters in here so I can introduce vitamins and electrolytes and so forth. So I'm going to use both. The main watering system is just so they have water all the time. The other one is to give them supplements. And then I'm not 100% sure all the chicks know how to use these nipples yet. They weren't using them at all until this morning when I came in and just held a couple of the nipples open, and they saw the water coming out and started pecking at the residual drippage. And they figured out real quick that if they peck at that nipple, they get water out of it. So at least most of them have it figured out, but we'll see what happens going forward. I think they're not going to take long to learn. So they were tipping over their feeding trough. I just set it on the floor last night, and they immediately kicked rice holes. The flooring here is covered in rice holes from the rice mill. And works good, but it gets into your feed troughs if you have them too close to the ground. So I elevated them on some wood, and it prevents them from tipping them over. They do make gravity feed, kind of like these waterers. They make feeders where you can keep a lot of feed at a time in there, but with the high humidity here, I didn't want to have some moldy feed or something by putting too much, because at least at this stage, they're not eating tons of food. I think I give them about a cup 3 times a day at the most, and a lot of times they haven't even finished that. So made this perch out of bamboo. I just wired it together real quick. Had the neighbor source me some bamboo. He knew where there's some smaller stuff, because a lot of the bamboo here is huge, and this stuff is somewhere between inch plus to maybe 2 inches plus in diameter, which is about right for chicken perches. And I've got it wired together where if I need to, I can just slide these up and down and adjust the heights if for some reason they're not to their liking. So we're going to see tonight if they actually use this perch, or they huddle like they are over in the corner now. That's kind of what they did last night, and we'll see how that works going forward. So I'm going to put nesting boxes on that horizontal board over there. I'm going to put them on the exterior of the pen where they can't stand on top of them, and I'll probably put a second board above that one where the top of the boxes will connect, and then this will be the floor level, this existing 2x4, and then I'll cut the wire out in between. I'll probably have 4 or 5 boxes per half of this pen. And there'll probably be 6 hens in each side and a rooster, and we'll use those eggs. I've got an incubator on order, a heavy duty locally made incubator, and we're going to try incubating eggs and selling chicks and so forth. So also the chicken wire here, I bought it initially. It was the most inexpensive option, but got to thinking about how hard chicken wire is to work with, and was going to return that and get more of this welded wire that I use for the doors, and just use that everywhere. But their return policy is you get in-store credit only, and I thought, oh, before I return it, I'll think about it. I ended up using it. If it doesn't last as long as I'd like, next time I'll just use the welded wire, and we'll do that. But it wasn't too bad. It's hard to work with, but it's working fine. I think that is about it, but so far so good. Obviously, if they're going to perch up here, I'm going to have their feeder not right below their perches where they're going to poop in it. So I'll figure out where it's best to put that thing. Out of the way, probably over in this corner or something. And yeah, so I got the chickens off the porch. Everything seems to be going good. They're happy, they're healthy. We're happy because the more animals we get here, the funner it is. It's fun taking care of animals. It's kind of therapeutic. And, you know, I think everybody in this day and age would like to have a place where they can try to have some self-sufficiency. So if we have eggs, we have, if we have meat, you know, from the hogs and from the chickens, and if we can sell chicks, we could sell piglets, you can make a little money. And we're planning on making an azolla pond where you grow azolla, and that'll supplement up to half of their feeds. So that's what we got in the works. So we'll give you another look when we get her all finished, and I'll have to probably adjust these waterers up a little bit. They're almost too low now. And then, of course, adult chickens, they're going to be real low. But they're able to use them for now, and all I have to do is unscrew the blue pipe out of the steel pipe and slide that jug back out and shorten that rebar hanger that I've got, and then hang it a foot higher or so, and cut new slots through the chicken wire and patch up the old ones, and we'll be back in business when the chickens are a little bit older. And so that's all we got right now. So you guys have a good day. Thank you for watching.